And welcome back to your own YouTube channel, Speak Up with Sahil, and thank you very much for being here. And today, as we know, the subtitle and especially the thumbnail, what we're going to discuss, that is going to be an interesting topic to talk. So, within hours of crime, and there are many things we're going to discuss today that what happened in New York, in Manhattan, when United Health boss and CEO names I think Brian Thompson got killed by a 26 years old megalomaniac person considered to be mentally ill. So now we're going to discuss what's going to happen exactly next and what did exactly happen. So welcome to today's deep dive into a crime that has shocked corporate America and beyond. The murder of Brian Thompson, the CEO of Healthcare, has left many stunned, and not only for its brutality, but for the intriguing figure accused of the crime, Luigi Manguin. Who is this man, and what could have driven him to commit such an act? Let's break it down. In order to understand this subject, I think I have divided this subject in few parts. First one will be the incident, where I will be telling you in very short form what did exactly happen there. And number two, I will be telling you about the arrest of this 26 years young man, Luis Manquez, as I told you. Number three, I will tell you who is Luigi Manguin. Number four, the healthcare debate. Number five, we will see what happens next. And number six, I will tell you some of the things that I observed while reading this news. So, on the evening of December 4th, tragedy struck outside a luxury hotel in New York City. Brian Thompson was fatally shot in what happened to be a targeted attack. A suspect, a 26 years old man named Luigi Manguin, but this was no random crime. Investigators quickly discovered layers of complexity behind this shocking event. Number two, the arrest. Within hours of the crime, authorities tracked Manguin to Pennsylvania. He was arrested while carrying multiple fake IDs, a firearm believed to be a ghost gun, and other suspicious items. His swift apprehension has raised questions about whether this was a premeditated act and what his ultimate intentions were. Who is Louis Manguin? Manguin is no ordinary suspect, a highly educated young man. His background reveals both brilliance and turmoil. Reports suggest he was deeply disillusioned with the American healthcare system, a motive that investigators are closely examining. Could these frustrations have boiled over into violence? Number 4. The healthcare debate. This case also brings renewed focus on the US healthcare system. Was this a personal vendetta, or does it point to a broader issue? Millions of Americans struggle with the complexities and inequities of healthcare, and some wonder if Manguin's alleged actions were an extreme manifestation of his frustration. What will happen next to this guy? As the investigations unfold, many questions remains. How will the legal system handle such a high-profile case, and will it spark larger conversation about the praises and failure of the healthcare industry? So, the murder of Brian Thompson, as I have put each and everything just right in front of you, and I think today's news said Louis Manquez, the person who is 26 years old and accused of killing this man, and I think he is the murderer who killed that person directly over there in New York. And what I found over there in his case, like, he was absolutely delusioned about the healthcare system in the US, and people found that the US healthcare system is absolutely not good, and he was one of them. Maybe that was personal vendetta, that he wanted to kill that person personally, and that's why he premeditated all of these things in advance. Because what I observed so far by reading such things, that such kind of act you cannot, or such kind of act of terror you can't commit within an hour without even planning it. And that's what the New York police department said, it was a targeted attack. And then they left FBI experts, CIA, and even they personally urged the expertise to involve itself into this crisis. And I think Brian Thompson was there to be held a meeting along with his investors about this healthcare system. And when he was maybe getting out of the like the hotel. The hotel name is unable to recall by me, but I think one thing I can recall, the hotel is very famous. Even some of the very famous people went to there to just give their speeches or maybe to talk to other people. And Donald Trump is one of them who'd been to there. This hotel is located in Manhattan. So this man who is 26 years, to be honest, when I had a one single look of this guy, I found that maybe he is the downloaded version of Jan Malik. He was looking like this guy, and I think like maybe he could have been the, like maybe he would have been he been the twin brother of Jan Malik, but unfortunately he was not. So the thing is here, the thing is was like the thing that happened over there, and I found that young man was very young to be committing such crime, and he does not have a single um, crime records, and he appeared in a New York court, and then he pleaded guilty for what he did exactly to that man. And it hasn't been clear what's the main reason behind it. But when they'd been to Pennsylvania, and I think they arrested him and held him in custody from, I think, Pennsylvania's McDonald's, or where a customer recognized it, guys, and thought to make a call to the police. And when police arrived there, then he was faking his name. He was saying my name is this and that. And then one police officer noticed that his legs were clearly shaking. And then they decided to arrest this guy, to be honest. And I think they did a good job. And now let's see what's going to happen. So I think gun crime and every stuff that you can see in the US are not quite common. And I think now the gun crime and each and everything is now in its apogee. So the murder of Brian Thompson is more than just a crime story. It's a more than just a crime story. Lends into social tension and individual struggles. As the trial begins, the world will be watching closely. What do you think about this case? Say your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more update on this and other breaking stories. Thank you very much personally for stopping by. Take care. Bye bye.